Hello everyone, I am Dr. Ambar Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Applied Science, Krishna Engineering College, Mohan Nagar, Ghaziabad. Today I am going to start my lecture, third on unit 2nd. In this lecture, we will learn about the problems on one-dimensional wave equation. Clear? This is the problem of one-dimensional wave equation. Problem first. Here, a string is stretched and fastened to points L apart. Motion is starting by displacing the string in the form of y is equal to a sine pi x by L. This is the initial displacement, right? Initial displacement from which it is released at time t is equal to 0, so that the displacement of any point at a distance x from one end at time t is given by this. Clear? Now we draw a diagram for this is and this is the string, inextricable string, which is laid down on the x-axis. Clear? This is the end O, this is the other end A. The length of string is L, so at this point x is equal to 0 and at this point x is equal to L. Clear? This is the y-axis, x-axis, and initial displacement is given here. This is y x comma 0 is given here a sine pi x by L. Clear? The equation of string, we know that the equation of string means vibrating string or stretched string is del square y over del t square is equal to c square del square y over del x square. Clear? This is the equation number first, and its solution is y x comma t is equal to c1 cos px plus c2 sin px into c3 cos cpt plus c4 sin cpt. This is the equation number second. Here in this problem, boundary condition are y 0 comma t is equal to 0 and y L comma t is equal to 0. This is the boundary condition at end O, and second boundary condition at end A. The equation number third, this is the equation number 4, and there are two initial conditions. So initial conditions are, first initial condition is initial displacement x comma 0 is equal to, given in the problem, is a sine pi x by L. This is the equation number 5th, right? And initial displacement in this problem is 0. Initial displacement upon time at t is equal to 0 is also given in this problem. This is 0. Clear? Now we solve this equation under the boundary condition and initial conditions. Clear? Now we move on the second page. From the condition y 0 comma t is equal to 0. The y 0 comma t, the value of y 0 comma t is obtained by equation Second, when we put x is equal to 0, so LHS of the equation becomes, by putting x is equal to 0 in the equation second. So we get equation second is C1 cos px plus C2 sin px plus C3 cos cpt plus C4 sin cpt. So replace the value x is equal to 0. So we get y 0 comma t. C1 cos 0 plus C2 sin 0 into C3 cos cpt plus C4 sin cpt is equal to 0. Clear? Here we get C1 into cos 0 is equal to 1 and C2 sin 0 is equal to 0. So we get C3 cos cpt plus C4 sin cpt is equal to 0. So we get C1 C3 cos cpt plus C4 sin cpt is equal to 0. Here product of two numbers is equal to 0. This will happen if one of them will be 0, but C3 cos cpt plus C4 sin cpt will not equal to 0, because if it C3 cos cpt plus C4 sin cpt is equal to 0, then y equation second we will get y x comma t is equal to 0. So this is the zero solution. This is the zero solution, which is impossible. So here C1 is equal to 0, right? Again, now using the second boundary condition, now from y l comma t is equal to 0, again the value of n comma t, again the value of l comma t is obtained by equation second when x is equal to l. So the y of l comma t becomes, put x is equal to l in equation second. So we get C1 cos pl plus C2 sin pl into C3 cos cpt plus C4 sin cpt is equal to 0, but the value of C1 is equal to 0, so this becomes C2 sin pl into C3 cos cpt plus C4 sin cpt is equal to 0. Clear? Again here C2 sin pl, the product of, there are three terms here, C2 sin pl into C3 cos cpt, C4 sin cpt is equal to 0. This will be happen if one of them will be 0, but C3 cos cpt plus C4 sin cpt will not equal to 0. Clear? If it will be 0, then the equation, then we get the zero solution, which is impossible, and C2 will not equal to 0 because C1 is 0 and C2 is 0, then equation second becomes again 0. So C2 will not equal to 0. So there is only possibility here get sin PL is equal to 0. So this is the general value of sin n pi. Clear? The general value of sin n pi. So comparing this, we get PL is equal to n pi and P is equal to n pi by L, where n is a integer. Where n is a integer. Clear? Now again we use the first 0 initial condition. After that we use non-zero initial condition. Put these values in equation second. Then equation second becomes y x comma t is equal to C2 sin n pi x by L into C3 cos n pi Ct by L plus C4 sin n pi Ct by L. This is the equation number 7. Now we applying the initial conditions. First we apply the 0 initial conditions. From the condition del y over del t is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0. Clear? So differentiate equation 7 with respect to t. So this term is as it is because this is the function of x sin n pi x by L. C2 differentiate partial with respect to t. So this becomes sin, that means minus sin n pi Ct by L into n pi C by L plus C4 differentiate partial with respect to t. So this becomes cos n pi Ct by L into n pi C by L. Clear? And at t is equal to 0. This becomes 0. Clear? So now put the t is equal to 0 in this equation. So we get 2 sin n pi x by L as it is, and now apply t is equal to 0. So that is, this becomes minus C2 into sin 0 n pi C by L plus C4 cos 0 into n pi C by L is equal to 0. This becomes C2 sin n pi x by L is as it is, and sin 0 is equal to 0. So whole term is equal to 0. Clear? Plus C4 cos 0 is equal to 1. So this becomes n pi C by L. Clear? Is equal to 0. So now this term becomes C2 sin n pi x by L into C4 n pi C by L is equal to 0. This is the totally constant term. Here we get the product of 3 terms is equal to 0 if one of them will be 0, but C2 sin n pi x by L will not is equal to 0, because if C2 sin n pi x by L is equal to 0, then y equation 7 we get we get yx comma t is equal to 0, which is impossible, so this term will never equal to 0. Clear? Again, this term is constant, so and n pi c by l will never 0 because it is a totally constant term. So there is only possibility here we get C4 is equal to 0. Clear? Now put the value of C4 in equation 7. Put this value in equation 7. So we get equation 7 becomes yx comma t is equal to c2 sin n pi x y l into c3 cos n pi ct by l plus c4. C4 is 0. Clear? So this becomes y x comma t is equal to c2 c3 sin n pi x y l into cos n pi ct by l. Right? Here c2 and c3 is constant. The product to constant again is constant. So let us take c2 and c3 is equal to an. Right? So this becomes an sin n pi x by l cos n pi ct by l is x comma t, which is true for every value of n. So by the principle of superposition, so the most general solution is yx comma t is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an sin n pi x by l into cos n pi ct by l. Clear? This is the equation number 8. Now at last we use the non-zero initial condition which is given as y x comma 0 is equal to a sin pi x by l. Clear? This is the condition. The LHS of this, the LHS of this equation will be obtained from equation 8 by putting t is equal to 0. Clear? So yx comma 0 becomes its summation n is equal to 1 to infinity an, replace t by 0, so an sin n pi x by l into cos 0, right, is equal to a sin pi x by l. Clear? So this becomes sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity an sin n pi x upon l cos 0 is equal to 1 is equal to a sin pi x by l. Clear? We complete the solution in the next page. The equation is, the given equation is sigma an sin n pi x by l is equal to a sin pi x by l. Clear? Here the sin is occurs in the both side of the equation. So we find the constant by comparing the both term of sine. So expand this term, this becomes a1. a1, put n is equal to 1, a1 sine pi x y l. Clear? Now put a is equal to 2, this becomes a2 sine 2 pi x y l. Again and so on up to the infinity is equal to, on the right hand side there is only one term, sine pi x y l. Clear? Plus 0 dot 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 dot. So comparing the coefficient of same term. Now comparing the coefficient of same term on both sides. So we get the coefficient of sine ax is a1. So a1 is equal to a. Clear? a1 is equal to a. Comparing the first term by this term. So a1 is equal to a. And a2 is equal to 0. a3 is equal to 0. a4 is equal to 0. All terms are 0. a4, a5, a6, dot 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 dot, all are term 0. Now put these values in equation number 8. We get equation number 8 is yx comma t is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity a n sine n pi x y l cos n pi c t by l. Clear? So this is right as a1 means put n is equal to 1, this becomes sine pi x y l. Clear? Into cos pi c t by l plus a2 sine 2 pi x y l into cos 2 pi c t by l, and so on. Put the value of the constant, so we get the value of a1 is a, this becomes sine pi x y l into cos pi c t by l, and the value of a2 is equal to 0 and a3 is equal to 0 and at all. So we get the solution is y x comma t is equal to a sine pi x y l cos pi c t by l. This is the required solution of the given problem. Clear? I hope you understand very well this problem. This is the objective problem. The boundary condition, initial condition of the displacement of a finite string of length L is the fixed at both ends and is released from rest, then the initial displacement is given by the boundary condition. The length of string is here L. Clear? Capital. This is the x is equal to 0, this is the x is equal to L, this is the string released, initial displacement is P, initial displacement in this problem is Fx. Clear? So the boundary conditions are y 0 comma t is equal to 0, y L comma t is equal to 0. This is the BCs. Clear? ICs, initial displacement y x comma 0 is equal to Fx and displacement del y over del t at t is equal to 0 is equal to 0. So the condition option first is So option A is correct in this problem. This is the question of classification. So first of all, we compare the given equation in the form of A del square u over del x square plus B del square u over del x del y plus C del square u over del y square plus F is the constant, the x, y, u, del u over del x and del u over del y. So here we get A is equal to y square and B is equal to 0 and C is equal to x square. Now find B square minus 4AC. B is 0 minus 4 into A y square into x square. So this becomes minus 4 x square y square. In the first quadrant, x positive and y positive. So this becomes negative always. So the given equation is elliptic. So option B is true here. Okay, thank you.